Welcome to the 2024 Nebraska Spring League. I'm Bobby Hessling. You might be asking yourself, what is the Nebraska Spring League? There are three teams, all that were old rumor names. The Bug Eaters, the Old Gold Knights, and the Rattlesnake Boys. Now, these three teams have been put in place in order to help competition, because competition is everything. The teams are led by Elliot Brown, Isaiah Garcia-Castaneda, and Deshaun Singleton. They are the GMs of the respected teams. Now let's dive into the setup of the whole thing. Throughout practices in the spring, there will be different team competition activities that will be held, putting each of these teams up against one another. For example, there will be three fields, with an Old Gold Knights offense on field 1, Rattlesnakes offense on field 2, and Bug Eaters offense on field 3. The defenses of each of these respected teams will then play an offense and rotate between the fields. Each team will have a set of reps versus the other teams, which we call a rack. In order to win the day, you must win the racks by winning each rep. Win the rep, win the rack, win the day. So this is why the general manager is so important, because the team that wins the day, they can protect the most players. However, the team that loses the day and finishes third, they protect the least amount of players, but they can make the most transactions in order to get better players to help them win the day. So the team that will finish last, they only get to protect 4 players, but they get to make 4 transactions. The team that finishes second, they get to protect 6 players, they only get to make 3 transactions. And the team that finishes first, they protect the most players at 8 players, but they make the least amount of transactions at 2 players. This is why the general manager is so important. Someone who's smart off the field in order to make the correct moves to help their team win and keep winning at a high level on the field. With all that being said, welcome to the Nebraska Spring League. It's going to be a corntastic spring. Welcome back to another edition of Spring League Central. I'm Bobby Hessling. Today was the start of Week 2 in the Nebraska Spring League, and today was headlined by end-of-game scenarios and recently traded players that were making an instant impact on their new teams. Before today's events, we caught up with the general managers of the teams in our league. We have controversy in Lincoln. Welcome inside Spring League Central, everyone. I'm Bobby Hessling. Week 1 is officially over, and so was the final day of Week 1 in the Nebraska Spring League. Let's run through a very eventful third down derby. Welcome back to Spring League Central, everyone. I'm Bobby Hessling. Today was the team 2-minute drills, and they took place on every single field. Today's play of the day could very well be play of the whole season already. Riley Van Poppel, dropping back into coverage about 2-3 yards deep, gets a pick 6 to win the game for the Rattlesnakes, and the Rattlesnakes with their second win of the year in the Nebraska Spring League. Today was day 1 of the Nebraska Spring League, and the Rattlesnakes came out on top in third down derby. Over on field 1, Ja'Cory Barney lunged out for an incredible grab on third down and medium. And then on field 2, Ethan Nation had an interception during the third down and medium period against the Golden Knights. Let's show you the leaderboard real quick to see how the day ended up. The Rattlesnake Boys came away with the win, but in terms of racks won, the Golden Knights won 5, Rattlesnake Boys won 6, and the Bug Eaters also won 5. Total reps won, the Rattlesnake Boys finished with 38 reps won, 34 total reps won for the Golden Knights. The Bug Eaters finished in second with 36 total reps won. Today was Red Zone Lockout, and here's how the scoring for Red Zone Lockout works. For the offense, if you score a touchdown, it is worth 6 points, defense 0 points. On a field goal, 3 points for the offense. However, it is 4 points for the defense, so net 1 defense on a field goal. On a turnover on downs, any sort of defensive stop, 6 points for the defense, 0 points for the offense. Here are the highlights from today. First on field 1, Malcolm Hartzog says that is my football and comes away with 6 points for the Bug Eaters defense. And then on field 3, Dylan Raiola hits Jalen Lloyd, who makes a diving effort for 6 points and a touchdown. The Bug Eaters eventually came out on top with 98 total points. With that, we saw players on their new teams make an instant impact. Dylan Raiola and Isaiah Nair have already sparked a connection, while Kobe Bretz joins one of the best defenses in the league. Danny Kalin and Jamal Banks also made plays for the Old Gold Knights. We'd see the Kalen to Banks connection pay dividends as the Old Gold Knights were able to secure their first victory of the Nebraska Spring League. On the first play of Spring League, Ja'Cory Barney starts us off with an incredible one-handed grab along the near sideline for the Old Gold Knights. Later in the drive towards the end zone, Kobe Bretz leaps up to get an interception to put a close on the OGK possession. Dylan Raiola looks deep down the field for Isaiah Nair, makes a double move, and there he is for a touchdown. The Bug Eaters ran away with the scoring today as they put up over 250 points compared to the next closest Old Gold Knights, who only scored 150. And the Old Gold Knights were the team that came away in Team 2-Minute on Saturday. That means they won the week because they won on Tuesday and Saturday as well. We now bring in Old Gold Knights General Manager Elliot Brown joins us. Elliot, first of all, you said that we had to watch out for you guys this week as you guys were going to probably win this week. You were right.
Everyone wanted to prey on our downfall as the OGK Knights, but I told them it's the best time to buy stock in OGK is right now. They didn't want to listen, and now it's their fault because we're making millions.
So what's the difference from week 1 to week 2?
I said it earlier in the week, we had some liabilities on the team, we had to get rid of them. That was done. We made those transactions, and it was for the better of OGK. Now, as you see, OGK to the moon.
Now, Danny Kalen, really impressive at quarterback this week. Adding a few offensive targets at receiver, did that help?
It did help, but it's not just the quarterback and receivers. We had the O-line, we had the running backs, the DBs, the linebackers. Everybody on OGK came in clutch this week. We started strong at the beginning of the week, had a little lull in the middle, and that's fine, and then came strong through the end on a Saturday for an OGK win.
We thank you for watching Spring League Central. I'm Bobby Hessling, and as always, have a corntastic day. Well, that wraps up 1 week of the Nebraska Spring League, everyone. Highlight plays have been made, and players will be dealt this weekend. Thanks for catching up with the Nebraska Spring League Central. I'm Bobby Hessling, and as always, have a corntastic day.